How great a country is this? The only place where a white woman and a black man can run for the President of the United States. That's right. To ensure that nothing ever happens to either one of them, they should appoint a Mexican vice president. Anything bad happens, Vice President Flaco. We'd leave it the White House, but with blue trim.
I mean, I'd be the first black president. I don't think that nobody would really hurt me. I'm sure somebody would want to hurt me, but I don't think they'd touch me because my vice president will be Mexican for a little insurance. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can shoot me if you want, but you're just going to open the border up, so you might as well leave me and Vice President Santiago to our own devices. Ain't that right, Santiago? See?
Grab the boy when he's like this, see? You say, come here, boy. 2 years old, you say, get down. Dad, show you how to do it. Now, you come at me. Run through me. There, see? Get back up. Get back up. See? You didn't do it right. Now, come at me. See? Now, and you teach him, see? You say, now, go attack that tree. Bite it. Come on back. Bite it again. You teach him all that. Tackle me. Bam! And then soon he's bigger and he's stronger and he can hit you and you don't want him to hit you anymore. You say, all right, son, turn him loose on high school. And he's running up and down the field. High school, touchdown, 800 touchdowns per game. You say, yes, that's my son. And he goes to a big college playing for a big school, 3 million students and 800,000 people in the stand. National TV, and he catches the ball and he didn't even bother to get out of the way. He just runs over everybody. For a TD and turn around and the camera's on him and you're looking and he says, hi, Mom. Well, you don't mind that. You know who taught him.
He gives him a football and he shows him how to pass it. He shows him every day how to pass that football, how to 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop. He shows him how to throw the bomb, how to throw the out, how to throw the hook, how to throw the corner. He shows this little kid everything that he needs to know about how to be a great quarterback. He even moves from one city to the other so that kid could be in a better high school. Then that kid goes to college. And that man is still, every single game that dad is right there. And he's in college getting better. He wins a Heisman Trophy. He ends up in the NFL. 5 years later, he ends up in the Super Bowl. They win the Super Bowl. He gets the MVP of the Super Bowl. And when the cameras come up to him and say, you got anything to say to the camera? I love you, Mom. That bitch never played catch with you.
So how many people that went to the moon do we even know? There was, we know the first ones. There was Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. They went Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. And even the third is hard to remember. His name was Michael Collins. And Michael Collins, in one of the just most unfair jokes, I don't know what it was, he got to go all the way to the moon, but not go on the moon. All the way to the moon, and then that little rope ladder, he wasn't allowed to go down. He had to stay in the lunar capsule while Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong went on the moon. And Michael Collins just looking out the window going, are those motherfuckers golfing? God, they're golfing. Wait a minute, they got a dune buggy now. I was only allowed to bring so much, and they brought dune buggies. This is... And then Buzz and Neil, I'm sure they were nice guys. They didn't want to hurt Michael Collins, you know. So they probably went back, you know, to the lunar capsule, you know, and Michael Collins was like, what do you think, guys? What was the moon like? What was it like? And they were like, It's all right if you like that kind of thing, I guess.
I don't know what child psychologist came up with this fun little game, but after about 30 minutes of this shit, you start to feel like the third guy on the moon. You know who I'm talking about? No, you don't. You know why? Because he had to sit in the fucking car. bastard drove him all the way there, landed the fucking thing, and then Neil jumps up and goes, "Great job, buddy. Buzz and I are going to run outside and check around a little bit. You don't mind sitting in the car, do you?" Poor bastards trying to look out a little porthole, right? Is it cool? Is it cool out there? And they're out there going, "No, man, ain't nothing out here. Jesus, look at that." They're hitting golf balls 100 miles, right? Jumping over mountains and shit. Can't believe we're on the moon. Shut up, Gary. God, they wasted trip. Woo, this is boring. Why did we come here?
I like listening to people speak Russian. You ever heard people speak Russian? It's amazing. They just sound like they're talking backwards the whole time. Vladimir,
if anything, Russian just sounds like a DJ is scratching on a turntable. No, Vlad, no, listen, Vlad.
It dawned on me that I don't see it in colors. I don't. In high school, I went out with this Chinese girl for a while once. I didn't even know she was Chinese. I thought, I don't know, maybe really tired, you know? No, seriously, I felt bad. I kept bringing her home early every night. I said, "You get a little sleep, we'll do this again another time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere."
No, I couldn't be less racist. I mean it. I was at a party 2 weeks ago in LA, and who walks in but Michelle Kwan? And out of nowhere, she tells me that Oliver Stone, you know, the director, she's like, he has this huge Asian fetish, and I find it totally offensive. And I'm like, why, Kwan? That sounds awesome, you know? And she's like, well, I'm offended because I'm Asian. And I was just like, well, I'm sorry, but I didn't even notice that. I thought you were just like really tired.
And then they crawl into your bed, and because their bones are growing and everything, they can only sleep in certain positions, obviously. The crucifix and the swastika tend to be the most popular.
Because I swear I found the one guy in Manhattan that loves like spooning, you know, just hugging all night. And I like sleeping by myself like a swastika. I'm just like...
Blacking out is when you drink so much that your brain goes to sleep, but your body gets all Eye of the Tiger and soldiers on.
And I black out when I drink. Isn't that the worst? No, your mind goes to sleep, but your body's like, tonight is my night.
I performed in a lot of private schools, I was telling you, a lot of religious schools. I wonder what goes on with religion. I never knew what to believe with that. I don't ever know what the Virgin Mary story, you know what I mean? Did God and Virgin Mary make Jesus? And I think the reason we don't know on that is because we didn't have Maury Povich back then doing the paternity test. And that would have been a fantastic episode, wouldn't it? Just Maury Povich and Virgin Mary sitting there.
I think that would be the best ever Maury Povich baby daddy show. Don't you? Can you imagine how amazing that would be? I think he can do it. He's got the power. Like, half the crowd would be priests, half rabbis, and the panel is Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
We're raised with so many of the same values. Like, you work hard for what you want in life. That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're gonna do.
My parents impressed on me the values that you work hard for what you want in life. That your word is your bond, and you do what you say and keep your promise.
That you treat people with dignity and respect, even if you don't know them, and even if you don't agree with them.
That you treat people with respect. They taught and showed me values and morals in their daily life. That is a lesson that I continue to pass along to our son. And we need to pass those lessons on to the many generations to follow.
And Barack and I set out to build lives guided by these values and to pass them on to the next generation, because we want our children and all children in this nation to know that the only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them.
Because we want our children in this nation to know that the only limit to your achievements is the strength of your dreams and your willingness to work for them.